What is going on, everybody? How's it going today? It's Mikolajczak here. We're going to do a little bit different of a video today. I've done a couple basically workout videos before. We do like the edits, we do a voiceover, but I feel like I can connect a little bit more if you see me and we're talking face to face here. So today we're going to go ahead and take you guys through a chest workout that me and my friend Mikolajczak did. Aiden has competed in his first ever bodybuilding show pretty recently, and I think we're both going to be competing again this coming year. Obviously, probably more than likely I'll be competing in June. He'll be competing probably October if I'm going to take my best guess. I think he's going to bulk for a little bit longer, which is totally fine. Anyways, guys, so for today's workout, we did kind of a quick chest workout. We were wanting to get a lot of different stuff in, but the gym we went to is called Export Fitness. I'm sure they're across like the United States and stuff like that, so you guys know what gym that is. But, you know, it was just crowded, like absolutely crowded. Like we couldn't really do much filming because there's just people all around us. And, you know, obviously I want to pay respect to the people there and, you know, not put them on film if they don't want to be. And all these other things. And we had to wait, like right when we got there, we had to wait like 20 minutes just to get a bench press and like everything like that, and we ended up actually working in with someone as well. We didn't even get a bench press, so this is kind of like this whole catastrophic thing, but no problem, we made it work and everything like that. So what we first started off with today was going to be the bench press. Now I know this is like, people are like, oh god, you know, it's just another chest workout, another blah 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 blah. The chest press isn't safe and everything like that. Guys, that is completely false. Alright? False. False. So the reason why the chest press is like considered, or the bench press is considered unsafe, is because people don't do it right. And I see this happen literally all the time in the gym. And it's literally almost scary to watch. It's scary to watch because like you always see those videos of like, you know, like pack like just snapping right off, and like your biceps snapping right off, not from bench press, but from just doing just like, I don't know, it's like overextending and everything like that. I can't do those videos. They make me cringe. But anyways, guys, so with the bench press, what a lot of people will do is they will literally come on a bench press, they will lay down, and that's pretty much it. They'll pick up the bar, they'll do this where the elbows are out to here. In reality, that's not what you want to happen, man. Not at all. That's how you tear a pec. That's how you get shoulder problems. A lot of people who don't bench press are just like, oh, you know, I don't do it because it's unsafe. Well, why is it unsafe? Because you're foreign. For the longest time, this is my first time bench pressing in 5 months, not because anything hurt, but because I just want to switch it up. I've never really switched up from bench press, so I was definitely weak when I came back to it, but we still did it with correct form. So the way we're gonna do it is, so let me put this seat in perspective here. So actually, you know what, let me go ahead. Let me zoom out for you guys real quick. So here we are, we got the bench right here, we're gonna use this. So if you guys can see here, right, we got my back, I'm about to lay down. What I personally do is, for starters, I set my feet. The feet are going to be like your stopping ground of really any movement. You always want to make sure you have a nice foot position. Your feet are planted on the ground. I see a lot of people that do the thing where they like cross their legs, like you can't even see it, but like they like cross their legs, and like you're creating almost an imbalance for your body, and you can get more power when you're putting your feet on the ground. Or a lot of people will do like their feet, like 1 foot off the ground, 1 foot on the ground. No, you're going to get more power out of putting both feet on the ground. So the first thing we're going to do is plant our feet on the ground. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, I like to stick out my arms like this. It gets me kind of like that connection feel. I'm going to bring my shoulders back so we can see from a perspective here. See, you guys see that? So my shoulders, nice loose feeling. I'm going to bring them back, retract, and I'm going to put my chest up. So here we go, right? Back, chest up, and we're going to bring my shoulders down. We're going to retract that scapula. So one more time, shoulders back, come down, the chest pops up from doing this, right? So, a couple things here that we got to notice. So with this, what this does is it makes sure that we're bringing our chest more into the movement. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, are, I guarantee you, using more tricep and shoulder and even your lats coming into play, more than likely more than your chest, just because of the simple movement that you can do and simple technique that you can do to puff up that chest and really use it. Another thing it does is it shortens the range of motion. If you think about it, if our chest is right here flat and the bar starts about here, we gotta go right here. We have this whole range of travel. all of a sudden if our chest pops up, bring it closer to the bar, using our chest more. We're gonna hit our chest right below the nipple. Yes, I said nipple, get over it. And then we're gonna bring that up. So it's a shorter range of motion essentially. You'll see a lot of power lifters, they'll over exaggerate this because they want a shorter range of motion on there as well. Also, a big arch in their back they'll do for another shorter range of motion as well too. I like having a small arch in my back, a small arch. Naturally, you're going to get that when you bring back and retract your scapula, but it's a very small arch. It's not like a powerlifting stance that you would take, but for more bodybuilding, you want a little bit more of a smaller arch. They'll over exaggerate it, which is perfectly fine. That's powerlifting, but we're not trying to do powerlifting here. We're trying to do bodybuilding and getting more out of our chest. So, after we're doing this, after we have everything, let me go ahead. Oh my god, I zoomed in. So after we have everything set up right, we're gonna go ahead. We're not gonna do this. This is probably like the #1 thing I've learned so far from like the first ever day I started lifting is we're not gonna flare this out. What this is gonna do is it's gonna put our rotator cuffs, gonna put our shoulders and our chest in a very dangerous position. This is where most accidents happen. We're doing this, we're bringing a lot of our shoulder and all this into play, and this is how things get snapped up. Another common mistake that people will do, let me go ahead and stand up for this, is they'll, instead of doing this, they'll go ahead and they'll do this. It's almost like this. We're once again bringing our shoulder a lot more into play, and this is where a lot of things go wrong. Rotator cuff, front delt, a lot of things start to tear and wear right up in here if we go like this, or if we go in like this. So what we're gonna do is I like to do a 45-degree angle, come in like so. So, not here, right here. Bring it nice and back, full squeeze. Guys, so now that we basically kind of did a little bit of a run through with our form and everything like that, I don't want to make this video too much on form. I like to do my hand placement pretty much where there's like the little rings on the bars, essentially they go around like this. I like to put my thumbs on there, and I like to just spread out my hands and put them on right there. I don't like doing the wide grip because once again, we're being more prone to tearing up something in our chest and shoulders and everything like that. So basically, you guys kind of get the idea of how we're bench pressing. I wanted to go ahead and state that this whole video just because a lot of people I know complain about bench pressing, and guys, it is completely fine, believe me when I say it. So for bench pressing, guys, we followed I personally followed a 12, 10, 8, 6 stance on here, and I think I did it like a set of 2 or 3 just to get my movement down, just to get that mind muscle memory, what's the word I'm looking for, that kind of mobility, that kind of stabilization I need for the bench press again. Now that I'm working back up to it, since then I've bench pressed 3 times, so things are starting to finally go up. My body, my arms are used to it, and they aren't shaking, and it was weird bench pressing for the first time in a long time. But we followed this, and in between sets we did about 45 seconds to a minute rest. Personally, I'm cutting weight, so I keep my rest time a little bit shorter just because I want to keep my heart rate up. That way I can burn a little bit more calories. Alright guys, so for the next movement, we went ahead and moved to flies. So I know flies, what a lot of people will do is they'll do these at the last to just burn off the chest, which is perfectly fine. I personally do that as well. Today, we wanted to switch it up, and we decided to go heavy on flies, extremely heavy to the point where our chest is still fresh, considering it's our second movement. We went heavy on flies, once again doing ranges between 8 to 12 reps for 4 sets. 4 sets for pretty much all of our exercises today. Really focusing on that squeeze. I personally like doing my hands like this opposed to this, flying. I like doing thumbs connecting, palms to the ground. I feel like it puts my shoulders in a safer position, and actually I'll usually sit down and do these. Usually having your back up against something will put you and your body in a safer position with your shoulders as well, and making sure that we really flex and squeeze that muscle. I feel like flies are like the #1 thing that you can really flex throughout the whole entire exercise with that cable tension and really feel out your whole entire chest. And I like to personally come right about here, and then I'll touch and then get that full contraction and everything like that. I absolutely love flies. I usually do incline flies, but today, or during the workout, we didn't do them only because, like I said, it was just crowded and we didn't want to wait around for stuff. We wanted to get our cardio done. So after flies, we went ahead and moved to the dumbbell bench press. So essentially it's the same thing. We want to have the same exact form in a way compared to the bench press as well. A lot of people will do this, so they'll do their dumbbells facing like this, which in essence, it's going to be a little bit harder. So what you can do is you can bring your elbows in, but do you guys see that right there? So my elbows are flayed out. When I bring them in, do you see how we start almost rotating with our hands here? So instead of doing a flat coming like this, I like to twist my dumbbells a little bit out of an angle and make sure to touch right up here in that upper chest area, but making sure that my elbows aren't flayed out. Because a lot of people think they're like, oh, it's dumbbells, like we can flare out our shoulders. No, that's still when accidents happen. Just because we're not using a bar doesn't mean you can do that. That's still when tears happen, the wear and tear happens on our shoulders, everything like that. Plus, like I said earlier, puffing up that chest, making sure everything's coming into play will not only work out the chest more, it'll bring in the lats more, helping you push more weight and build that upper chest. Once again, for this, guys, we shot for that 8 to 12 range. We just, like I said, want to get a quick workout in. Usually I do like a 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and sometimes even a 2 as well, 4 to 5 sets per exercise, but it's just very crowded. So anyways, guys, like I said, good form. We had the dumbbells a little bit on an angle, and we touched that upper chest, focusing on that upper chest to make sure it was perfect and ready to go. And we hit the upper chest with my muscle connection. Anyways, guys, so after this, we went ahead and just finished up. I know Aiden's not in this video too much. Sorry about that. It's just weird filming because, like I said, I've said this so many times. I'll say it one more time, though. It's just so crowded, like so hard to film in there. But we finished off with the, I don't know what you want to call it. We call it the machine incline hammer press, which is, I'll show you right now. Basically, it's focusing, it's kind of like a dumbbell press, but using a little bit more, basically machine, essentially, and focusing on that full connection throughout like we do with the dumbbell, but this time it's the machine kind of takes that whole movement with you. Instead of you kind of guiding the dumbbells, the machine guides you. So essentially this is really good. I love doing these. It's a really good burnout for this. We did sets of 15 to 20, really burning out that upper chest portion, really burning out the whole entire chest, making sure it's perfect and ready to go. And basically, I'm going to go ahead and state this too. A lot of people think the bench press just works the lower part of the chest, but actually, in reality, it works the lower and upper portion of the chest too. Really, any chest exercise is going to bring both parts of the chest in, but one's going to be, obviously, like dumbbell, incline dumbbell is going to focus more on that upper chest, but still is going to hit a little bit of that lower chest as well. Anyways, guys, thought I'd go ahead and just walk you guys through my quick chest day workout that we did with Aiden today. I'm going to do more walkthrough videos like this so I can get a little bit more in depth with it. I feel like when I do talkovers, I have such a limited time and I can't get into detail and everything like that. The next video you guys are going to see is either a posing video or my shoulder day walkthrough. I'll make sure to go ahead and go into everything of what we do and why we do it. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for liking. Don't forget, or liking. Don't like the video. No, I'm just kidding. Like the video, but thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave any comments below if you guys have any questions. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. See you guys in the next video.